You got breathings, you got demons, and of course you got slaying. It's Demonfall. It's got all the components of a good Demon Slayer game. But what's it really about? Today I'm going to be going over all the systems in the game so you guys can know if it's worth your time or if it's just overhyped.
I can persevere, go forward on my own. There's a bright and shining pure light coming through the darkness of the night. Now I can't help crying for my life in this endless time that I live inside. Take a closer look at who you are.
Wagwan, people of today, it's me ShiverAway, and Roblox seems to be in the Demon Slayer era right now. So here's everything you need to know about Demonfall and my take on the game. But before we get into that, like the video. Let's get this video to 500 likes. And once again, that wasn't a request. Like the video. So let's start off with the progression. Now the progression in Demonfall is actually pretty fresh. Now I'll actually show you my first moments getting in the game and getting breathing. I actually made a video on that a while back, which I will link in the description for you guys to check out for context. But basically it has really cool cutscenes and story events which are very original. Now, you do have to do a bit of grinding later game, but early game it's really story driven. The final selection is pretty decent as well. You go in and you kill some demons and it's as expected. Now you can either choose to become a slayer and get your breathing, or you can become a demon, and you can do that by either failing the first mission in the game or you talk to Muzan and do a lot of convoluted mumbo jumbo. But anyway, something I do like about the game is the stat system. So with every level up you get stat points, and it's pretty cool because you don't immediately just get health, stamina or anything like that with these games. You actually get to choose what you want to invest your stat point in, whether it be your breathing ability, more health, or really anything. I think that's something really original for the game. Here are some other gameplay features I like. There is bosses, and these bosses are very nice. Now I'm not talking the artificial difficulty bosses that just have 1,000 million health that you need a whole team of people to defeat. I'm talking bosses that you can solo but are also quite challenging, at the same time very fun, that give a decent reward as well. The first time I did a boss in this game, I said wow, that was cool. Like, it's been a long time since I've had that feeling in a lot of other games. And while I'm on that topic, I have to talk about the fighting. The fighting is very fluid. Now I will get to more about that in just a bit, but I really like the animations, the breathing skills, and everything just seems really fun to use. When you get your next breathing skill, there's nothing that you'll be disappointed in. Everything looks good and is actually decently viable. So that alone makes it very fun to just progress through the game, and it makes you feel like you're actually getting stronger. Now, the crafting in the game is also a very original system. I think that it just adds another element of depth to the game, that you actually have to go out and get some ores, or you have to go out and like defeat some bosses, defeat some NPCs to get these really rare items that you can craft, and that adds some really nice end game content and adds a bit of trading and betters the economy of the game. Now, once you have passed the final selection, you're able to get these different missions from a crow, and these are pretty nice. It'll give you a random one at a random time. It can range from saving a slayer to defeating some demons to delivering something, but overall they all have their own purpose. They all are pretty simple, though my one complaint is some of them have you walking across the map like JoJo Part 3. You're literally going across the universe just to deliver someone a letter or something. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. But overall, they actually are some pretty nice missions, because it does tell you to like defeat 5 demons or something, but these demons are not going to be in the same spot every time. You have to go look for them, and it's not even going to be the same demons. It might be weak demons, but you might also run into an overpowered demon wielding an axe, and I think it just like, it makes it spontaneous and adds a bit more fun to the game. So the last thing I'll talk about is the PvP. Now I didn't do too much fighting in my time in the game, but from what I can see and from the general consensus of the testers, the staff, and everyone else that plays, yes, there is some balancing issues. And I did get to see that firsthand when I entered ranked, but I was mostly fighting people with specs, so I can't really say much. As you're probably seeing with the sun breathing, yeah, that's probably not the best representation of how the PvP is going to be in the game. But I will tell you this, it was kind of balanced. Like, while I can tell that, okay, this guy, what he's using against me is definitely overpowered, I felt like I could counter everything. Now there is some imbalances, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing that is just unbeatable. But I will say demon arts right now are pretty underpowered. They'll probably buff them or do something from demons before the game comes out, so I'm not too worried about that. But overall, PvP, I'd say it's okay, definitely needs some work, but it's still a lot of fun. So overall, Demonfall, it's a pretty decent game. If you like Demon Slayer games on Roblox, this is definitely for you. I can't say it's bad, it's definitely not trash, and it's pretty fun. I did find myself enjoying it sometimes. Now it feels very nice, that's one thing. The aesthetic of the game, it looks very good. The models, the abilities, the animations, everything about the game is pretty good. Now there are some things that I know will frustrate a lot of people when they get in the game, and I'll let you guys see that for yourself when it releases, but I think that those can be overlooked if you just look at the better things in the game. Now I will say this, not every game can be perfect, and this one definitely isn't. However, I do think that this game shows promise, and if I had to rate it, I would give it a good 7 out of 10.